money. They just say I'll be that traitor. They can't do anything. The voice of the people, yo. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali, my Ali. We our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we want our money back. That's so give us a go. Stealing for 100 people. All our name people that who we carry computer. Continue work for free people. We all are police people. Now that kind of story my people will listen to. Students not go read the school. Don't bring the 60 billion. Now people follow in the street. Bring the 60 billion. Paper people in the ring. Bring the 60 billion. This is just not benefit. Bring the 60 billion. We want a 60 billion. So we can have the road. We want a 60 billion for people in Logato. We want a 60 billion. See you want to kill the people. That's why it's not a joke. I'm talking Jericho. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we want our money back. Fighting for control where I was 60 billion. That's on that daily bonnet to fair with the 60 billion. Now make a daily minister for the 60 billion. Then you can tell us we not get no 60 billion. Now make it fun for what can be fun at 60 billion. For what for the minute, second man, for what for security that flying will continue. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. So we want our money back. Yeah. MC Caro, I'm saying bring our money back. Silence individual.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is November the 9th, 2021. We woke up this morning thinking about what happened in Texas the other day with the Astrodome and those people that were killed. That was an unfortunate tragedy. An unfortunate tragedy. And the artist, Scott, I did this thing the day before yesterday, but it came out this morning on the news again, and I was just thinking about it as I was about to begin my show. And I was like, these people got to be careful, especially these artists, inciting the crowd. I mean, this guy has been punished for this thing before. Encouraging the crowd to rush the stage, inciting them to do crazy shit. Now, I mean, people get all caught up in the frenzy and lose their minds. I mean, this thing is terrible. I saw the interview with them talking to a few ladies, and they were talking about how they got so afraid when the crowd started moving around. They got caught up in the crowd. They had no control over their bodies. They said wherever the crowd took them, that way they were going. And they were just swaying with the crowd. One of the ladies said it was so bad. She got so afraid. Then she heard somebody coming with a whistle. Get out of the way, dead body, dead body. I mean, these people got to understand people's lives are in danger when they come to these concerts. You know, you got hundreds of people crowded together. They get caught up in the wave, especially when the main artists get up there and start inciting them and mesmerizing them with their minds and stuff like that. So yeah, we are 8 people dead. Peace be to their souls. And so many people, schools and schools of people injured. You know, inciting the people to rush the stage. Now they have sued him. One of the concert goers sued him. You know there will be other lawsuits. So maybe eventually there will be a class action suit, because if 8 people died, so many people injured, one person has already sued, you know other people will follow. So, and this is not the first incident. I think this is his 3rd or 4th incident. And he got punished one time. So you reap what you sow, you gotta be careful. You can't be inciting people. Also in the news this morning, I woke up just now. Not woke up, but I went up to get my coffee. And I came across today it's going to be a nice day like yesterday. Unusually sunny and above normal temperature. When you wake up this morning, it will be below 40. As you get up to go to school or wherever you got to go. But make sure you wear your sunshades, because you don't want to be caught in the deep sunlight. You don't want to be caught in the deep sunlight. Hey, the sun is coming up. Be sure you got your sunshades, because when this temperature start hitting 60, it's going up to 60, 64, 65, right in that range there. So have a nice day today, sunny day, okay? Also in the news, in Providence, there was vandalism at Providence College. People go around spraying on people's car the N-word. People scared to say that word. The nigga. People scared to say that word. I told you about this thing here. Critical race theory is bullshit. Now y'all wake up. Stop being afraid to say nigga. Let's talk about race. Let's address this shit. It's not going away because you said the N-word. That means you're not saying nigga. Oh, the N-word. Oh, the F-bomb. He dropped the F-bomb. Oh, Lord, he dropped the F-bomb. And the N-word. Say what you got to say. Say what's on your mind. And let's work it out. Let's work. Can we just get along? That's what it means. Don't be afraid to say nigga. The N-word, the N-word, the N-word. I mean, it sounds so stupid when people talk about, the N-word. Oh, you talking about nigga? Get away from here, man, N-word. You know, You've been calling me nigga for all my life. Now all of a sudden it's the N word. What N word? What N word? What was? Now I'm the N word now, from the nigga to the N word. Call me nigga. Don't call me no N word. Call me nigga. I'm not the old people. I know the old folks. It hurts them. Just like the white folks, the old white folks. They still believe in racism. They still believe black people are inferior to them. You know how many homes I've been into of good white people? I think good to me. Go in their homes, their relatives say, "Oh, he's a nigger. He's a nigger." And they smile. They embarrassed. What do they say? I ain't gonna be bothered by that. I ain't gonna stop me from being friends with them or feeling like the way I feel about them. They help me. There are people calling me nigger and all of that. That's a reality. That shit we got to deal with. We know about it. Now people do that in Africa. When we carry our African brothers to our homes, and then people be saying, "Oh, he's a heathen. He's this and that. Oh, get that native out of here," or things like that. It embarrasses us too. But we gotta live with it. That's not another thing we can change. That's the way God made the world. So I ain't gonna fuss about it. And you better don't fuss about it either. And it's time we grow up and understand that we got a bigger mission in this world than racism and dwelling on the past with our racial hatreds and idiosyncrasies and bullshit. All of us got it. All of us got it. The white people are just the highest. They're the highest of all the bullshitters. But the rest of us are bullshitters too, in our own little ways. Everybody's superior to some other person. That's why I've been looking at the people talking about the white people, then you can't see the black people doing the same shit among themselves. The white people that are racist, and we do it on tribalism and all that shit. Well, the same shit. It's the same privilege shit. So that way I don't play it. It doesn't bother me. That's reality. It's just that it's changed. That was then. This is now. Yes, we have people like that. Just keep that shit away from me. Because this is now. I don't play that bullshit. I don't like to do it to other people. I don't like other people doing it to me. And I'm a Christian. And my God said, do unto others as you have them do unto you. That's my principle. That's the two laws I have as a Christian. And nothing gonna change that. You gonna make me hit nobody. You gonna make me try to hurt nobody. You gonna try to make me lie on nobody. Because right in those two statements of Christianity lies the 10 Commandments. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's the 10 Commandments, the 12 Commandments, the 15 Commandments, the 18 Commandments, the 20 Commandments, and the damn commandment is right in those 10, in the teachings of Jesus Christ. And you can't beat it. You can't beat it. And I just want my people to understand, I'm not the prophet key, but I believe that the troubles we face in this world, the bullshit that's going around in the name of freedom and honesty and trustworthiness and all that bullshit, it's bullshit. Don't believe the hype. See it for what it is. And because that's the topic of my thing today, deception. Deception. See the bullshit for what it is. So when people just say the N word, people go, oh, he used the N word. Man, come on, man. You know for ages you'll call me nigga. So what is the big deal about the N word? Just say he used the word nigga. I ain't gonna get mad at you. Anybody get mad at you is a foolish fool and should be jailed. Just like if I say honky, so, oh man, that white pig or that honky, what that matters? People call each other names all the day. If I'm going to dwell on that thing, I might as well be immature and a damn baby and die. So we got to grow up. We just got to grow up. Okay? Next thing. Vaccine mandates, testing. That's all you hear about in America now. Because these are priorities for our nation to get back on its feet. Every nation right now, especially my two countries, where Liberia is safe. So Liberia got too much COVID cases, say it's safe. But America not safe. And thank goodness now, Biden has opened the way for foreigners to come to America. Once you're vaccinated, you've taken all your shots, welcome. For close to a year plus now, people have now come to America freely, foreigners. There has been a ban since Donald Trump did that because of the COVID and all of that. And that ban has stayed in force. People have been wanting to come here. It has caused a lot of economic situation. This pandemic is an economic killer too. And we're still under the stress of it. So now we're still with the issue of vaccinations for people going back to work. So people don't want it. We understand that. But you got to take it. Because the interest of the whole is greater than the interest of the few. And if you got to go back to work with people, you got to take the vaccine. People want to be safe. If 90% of the workforce is taking it and only 5% don't want to take it, then you got to test. That's the other option you have. And in some places, they require bring the people to pay for it. You don't want to take the vaccine? No problem. You got to test. Who's going to pay for it? You're going to pay for it. So every week, you got to test. Or every other day, you got to test. Because the interests of the whole outweigh the interests of the few. It's reality. If you don't know, you better know. You better know. You better know. It's reality. The whole is greater than the few. The whole is far, 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 far greater than the few. So, that's it for my introduction. Let me get into my topics. My topics for the day are deception, who shall lead Liberia? Number 2, Poro society, Christianity, politics, and the rule of law. We got to deal with that. And 3rd, saving Liberia. Aluta continua. Let me start my lesson. Let me take a sip of my coffee and we'll get back into my lesson to the nitty-gritty. Okay? Please bear with me. Hang on. Oh man, after my thing sit down for so long, it's all shaky. Wabalaba. Okay. Deception. Who shall lead Liberia? Right now, you look at the newspaper in Liberia, Front Page Africa, you see that there's a lot of backstabbing, throat cutting, and exposing of dirt in Liberia right now. I listen to Malay FM radio. I always listen to from Liberia, what they call it, the morning show with Nathaniel Va and what the boy name? Meek, hey man, what the boy name, man? Mickey, I think. When I think of his name, I'll get back to you. Sorry, I don't know why I forget the boy name. But I saw them this morning, and the main topic they were talking about was what's going on with the backstabbing and the dirt that's going on. How people are more concerned about their own personal interests than the interests of the people of Liberia. How people are doing every little thing now to get over on each other. Look at what happened in Bombing County in the picture on the top here. On the top here. With Nombly Kanga and Darius Dillon in Bombing County. they got every snow confused. The Basel Love team in Bombing County. And they got every snow who's the senator for Bombing County confused because Darius Dillon now is supporting the opposition to Bombing County senator in Bombing County. So Darius Dillon is going there and telling the supporters of the guy he's supporting, he said, look at it, the country you're in, no internet. You know, and you're trying to decry the guy because the senator wants to bring internet and Darius Dillon go in there trying to suppress everything. And Snow is pissed off and Snow talking about, hey, you Darius Dillon, you talking about you want internet for all your people and some of your people in the rural area even got internet. Then you come here and bashing my people about internet. So that was going on there. In the other one here, Battle for Bung. This one's a nasty one. This is where our Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Nathaniel McGill, is up in Bung County with the Vice President of the CDC, of which McGill is the Minister of State of. He's there with his Vice President, promoting her, pretending to promote her, but then people coming off in the background saying, no, they guy not promoting us. They got giving, who the guy that Savage? Yeah, I think that's Savage. Giving Savage all this money, but then he going and giving the other guy money too. He going giving the opposition, the PUP partisan money too. So Joe Howard's supporters are coming on now saying, Joe Howard Taylor's supporters are coming on now saying, no, this guy not right. McGill is not right. He's trying to underplay Joe Howard Taylor because they don't want Joe Howard Taylor to be vice president. They tie with Joe Taylor. She giving that shit. One minute she want Joe got the girl is bipolar. 1 minute Joel played the game, everything. When you look Joel said, no, I ain't voting for that person. I'm voting for my own people. I'm voting for the other man. I'm voting for the opposition. And they can't stand Joel, man. They say, oh man, this woman, she crazy, man. 1 minute she with us, 1 minute she comes, so we don't know whether she hot or cold. So let's sabotage her. And that's what McGill is trying to do. Pull the rug from under Joel. So her candidate can fail. Then she ends up being, diminished before her people. But here we are. That's politics. So in this whole deception, who shall lead Liberia? You got Nathaniel McGill versus Joel Howard Taylor. You got the Bassa Love team, Nomblin Kanga and Darius Dillon versus Edwin Snow. You got all these politicians, the idea about Samuel Johnson and all these people bringing up dirt against other people. You could go listen to the news in Liberia, But this is politics. They say people want telling people, oh, you're not voting for my man. Yeah, I vote for you the last time. I did that for you. I did that for you. All kind of dirt to bring it up now. That's the dirt. All this secret thing they did for people and why you're not supporting me, why you're not supporting my candidate, and all the YOLO politics bullshit. But that is it. So the whole deception thing is going on. Even right here in America. It's going on here. With the same political thing. Look at Bokka's speech the other day. And let me tell you, Bokka's speech was blast. I was blown away. First I was watching, I said, let me see what Bokka would do. But Bokka held it with. Bokka stood up there, he spoke like a man. And what really impressed me about Bokka, when the girl came up to him and said, why you want to be president or something like that, something in that nature. And two other people asked questions after the girl. Then Bokka had to respond. So I thought Bokka was going to respond with that first question. Why you want to be president? So Bokka started talking about something else. So I was listening to him. I said, but Bokka didn't answer the first question. I was still waiting for Bokka. I said, let me see, this guy will come back to that question if he will remember. So Bokka talked, he did everything. Then he came back to the question. He said, why I want to be president? I said, yeah, this guy is thinking. I smiled. I said, oh, Bokka is shocked. He remembered the question because he talked, and he came back to the question. I said, So Bokka did well. He did well. So, but we still got our eyes on him. We still watch him because he's here for several trips. He's making trips to Texas, Virginia, all the places, but watching him. You sleep on the job. Bokka. You want to be president? You better stay in this country to sleep. You sleep with your business finished. Okay? Okay, my people, that is it. Deception, all the backstabbing, all the throat cutting, all the lies and deception coming up against each other. Liberia is a dangerous place to be. Watch your back. Be careful. They were talking about the economic situation today. How it's hurting people in Liberia. It's hurting businesses. If people got to be home early because of the killings, nightlife is dead. A lot of people make their money during the after work. Many people working. People come from work. That's when the entertainment start, the entertainment business start, the entertainment section of the business area start. Nightclubs, bars, people going in for their drinks and things, restaurants to eat. In the evening, people go out for dinners and things like that. That's when people make money. And when our whole country is shut down because of ritualistic killings, insecurity, lack of police protection, all these evil things, and where George we are at, they can't find the president. The president is a grown-up boy. Our president is a damn grown-up boy. The man wants to sleep with every man and every woman in Liberia and Africa. He forgets and neglects his responsibility in Liberia. Our country is in a world of mess right now, and George Weah is somewhere in France. He went to the G20 conference, the conference over, and our president has not returned home. So who's supporting this other N-word nigger in France? Who's supporting this useless man in France? You see, there's the thing that break our economy down. This is the thing that break the morale of our society down. This is the thing that corrupts our youth and young children when they see our leaders behaving like that. Now, it's all over Liberia, the big thing in Liberia. Where is George Weah? Costa said he went to watch his son play. Costa said George Weah went to watch his son play. His son was still on the bench. So he went to watch his son sit down and watch the game. So then after that, he said he and somebody else partying all over France, going to all the nightclubs. And you know, George Weah, they're not going to cheap nightclubs. They're not going to cheap nightclubs. That's our resources. Right now, we cannot tell George Weah's resources from the resources of the Republic of Liberia. Everything George Weah owns is for the Republic of Liberia. He's a criminal. We know George Weah was poor. We know George Weah had no money. He was bankrupt from all his wealth from his international days. Now, all of a sudden, he got all this. He could go to France to watch his son play on government of Liberia expense. George Weah is the Republic of Liberia. So everything George Weah owns for us. And let me tell you something. Costa was talking to Cindy. I don't know about George. Let me tell you something. All this corruption thing Joe Boca talking about, I don't know if Joe Boca can solve corruption problem. I don't know if LA Cummings can solve corruption problem. Those people are too deep in entrenched in Liberian society. You know, they're the people who use the people begging them and they're stopping. We need leadership that will not listen to no damn begging. That will punish you for what you did. Y'all ever seen a real correctional officer before? I come in to teach you that shit. Y'all know how hard to be an officer? A correctional officer? Do you know what we go through? When you've been with people for years and you still got to look them in the face and say, hell no, I will discipline you. And no matter how many years you know them, how they try to control you and talk to you when they mess up, you look at them and flog them with the law. It's hard. And I've done it for near 30 years. So you know I'm seasoned to telling people, no, I will flog you. I will put you in jail. No matter how long I know you. No matter how close we've been. No matter how you try to screw me over with deception and lies. When you violate the law, you violate the law. And you got to be punished. Because we have standards to maintain. We have law to uphold. And although we can smile, you're not the only person I'm smiling with. I'm smiling with everybody else around me. So when you mess up, I got to think, if I let you go and the other people mess up, would I have time to let everybody go? Hell to the hell to the damn hell no. So you set the standards and you maintain the standards. Fair, firm, and consistent. You don't change. Because when you change, the system breaks. You got to change for everybody. That's why it's hard to be a correctional officer. You think it's easy to be a correctional officer? It's hard. It's hard. Especially if you're a good correctional officer. If you're professional. You live with people 20, 30 years. Some people in the prison for 20, 30 years. Some people were there from the time I was there. Some of the inmates taught me my job because they knew my job better than me. They had been there long enough and done it and seen it. So they knew my job. They would tell me, hey, officer, you got to do that. You got to do that. And I learned. But when it came to punish them, they knew I wasn't going to hesitate because of my job. I'm my job. Fair. Firm. Firm. You can be lenient. You can be forgiving. But you still got to be firm and consistent. That's the hardest part. Consistency. Maintaining that standard for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. Consistency. And that's what we lack in Liberia. That's what killed Toba in 1980. Toba came, he was speedy. He was Mr. No Nonsense. Then as the stress wore on him, he began to drop his standards. Have double standards here and there. Bring people to Ellen and deceive people them to betray him. But this is the way, man. I don't want to dwell too long on this topic, so let me take my sip of my coffee and get on my second topic, which is more important. You need to hear that. I am coming back. I promise you someday. Let me take a sip of my coffee. I'll be back. Politics and the rule of law. I read in the newspaper that during this election period, people are going around forcing people. There's one person in one of the counties there. He's running, and the people want to kidnap him and all these things to force him to join the Poro society. He's not a member of the Poro society. Maybe he's a Christian, I don't know. Maybe he's a Catholic, because most of those guys from up country who are Catholic, they don't join the society. They become Catholic from small. So this guy is not a member of the Poro society. So there must be a reason why he's not a member, because people who are traditional going to Poro society from childhood. So if he's not a member of the Poro society, there must be a reason why. Either he's a Christian or he got some kind of objection to joining the Poro society. So these people won't force him. They try to kidnap him and all of that. They're going around saying that if you don't join the Poro society, the people shouldn't vote for you. But let me tell you something right now. The Poro society is a religion. We may think it's a fad, it's a religion. You cannot force people in Liberia to join religion. Okay? You can use your politics and all of that to stop people, but forcing people, trying to kidnap them, all of that, you go to jail. For people like me who don't care about politics, I don't care about politics. I don't play with politics. I'm a lawman. I don't play with politics. I don't care who wins. I don't care who loses. Once I know you can do the job, and you don't have no crimes on your hands. I'm cool with that. So I don't care who wins. But if I come to that country and you're trying to force people in the Poro society or Christianity or Islam or any damn religion before they can be officials or run for position in Liberia, people going to jail. People going to be flogged because they're not our rule of law. Poro society is a religion. And I'm not joining no Poro society. I'm a Christian. I never did and never will. By the help of God. I never say never will. But by the help of Jesus Christ, I will maintain my Christian standards. So you're going around forcing people to join Poro society. If that comes to the law, people going to jail. And let me tell you something. When people come out to vote and things like that, and you bring your country devil out to scare people and interfere in the politics, somebody can get flogged. I will flog the damn country devil. I don't give a damn. Let me tell you people something. We got more than rules and standards to live by. It will not interfere with our political system, our democratic standards. No country devil will come out and disrupt our political process. We got to know our limits. You keep the country devil out of politics. You keep the Poro society, all that shit out of politics. Y'all want to do your little group things, that your business. But where it interferes with the national security and peace and stability of the Republic of Liberia, that is where I come in to kick ass. And that ain't no joke. This shit got to stop. We got to have men and women in our society that will stand up for principles. We have a democratic system that must not be rocked, shaken, tested, nor misled. That's our responsibility to protect our democratic system. It was something that all of us voted on. All the damn chiefs, all the devils, everybody voted on our constitution. We are Liberian people. And we will maintain our Liberian standard. So a hint to the wise is damn well sufficient. You keep your Poro society shit out of our politics. Keep it out of our national security issues. Same thing with the country devil. You're bringing out the country devil every time there's an election and all of that. Somebody can get flogged. Somebody can get flogged with your devil, and all of y'all will get flogged together. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. And I don't give a damn about juju. I will flog all of y'all. Okay? The law has to be laid down. And we maintain our standard. We got to maintain our country. We got to maintain our decency and law-abiding standards. We've been lawless for too long. We've been killing each other for too long. We've been doing shit on our own for too long when we got laws that say we should do different. We cannot have laws on the books and want to follow Poro society laws and any other damn laws that are subordinate to the laws of the Republic of Liberia. All of that will cease and desist. It has to and must, because we need patriots. And that's the only way our country can survive. So when it's time for the Poro society and the devil shit, we bring it up. We put the politics aside. We put the civilizations aside. All of us come and deal with our country shit, and we dance and party and drink the palm wine, every shit. Then we put that shit away. Then we go to our democratic system of government, to our civilized leadership, to making money for our country. And no bullshit. Okay? So everything got a season. And we got to understand that everything has its season. And once we understand that, our country will thrive and grow because we want money. Money moves the world. Money builds everything. And in order for us to make money, we have to have a conscious leadership that is cognizant of the fact that everything for Liberia must be protected. Waste is our enemy. And this is what we've been doing for too long. Waste. Wasting every little thing we have. Our natural resources, our human resources. We waste everything. So we need conscious leadership. Joe Booker said it. Because no matter if you really love Liberia, if you really care about the situation of our country, there is no other way you will find the problem or the solution other than in leadership. Costa was talking about the presidency. No, it doesn't have to be the presidency. Just leadership in every aspect of our society. Leadership. The president alone can't clean up the street. The president alone can't bring electricity and that dance tour. Yeah, that I listened to whatever on it. Lofa Jr. talk about tour and the Stone, the what do you call it? Spoon TV group. You know, Tour sitting there talking about the guy, he digital the whole system in Liberia. And Lofa saying, how you digital the whole system? You know what that means? First of all, you got to have electricity. No damn electricity. You can't count on the electricity in the country. It's not sustained. 1 minute you got a light on Broad Street. The next minute light going on Kerry Street. The next minute light going Kerry Street on Benson Street. No, it going on in Congo Town. Oh, the whole city dark. How you have a digital system like that? Because everything that Bob was saying, I know about it because I deal with digital people. In America, when you work, anywhere you work that really has networking and all the things, you got digital people coming to you. You got help desks. Or everything you imagine help desks. And you got to call digital people all through the night. That's true. Because you cannot trust this digital system. This system is something you got to always be on. You got hackers. You got problems. You got nothing is trusted. So that's why they got a help desk. I remember going to work so many days, I can't get on my computer or some kind of stupid thing wrong. I got to call the help desk. Look, we need somebody. I need somebody in my office to fix this thing. And just imagine, I'm not the only one. Some not 24, 5 people have the same problems. They gotta have people going to. So when Twitter then talking these stupid things and people on Spoon TV clapping, and they don't know. These are people who don't know nothing. Some of those people never work in government in America. They work in the little private sector, doing the little private thing. But you got to work in government to know certain things. And even you work in government, you got to be at certain level to know certain things again. So all these things deal with societal changes and upliftment and development and progress and advancement and blah, 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 blah. So here we are. But we got to preserve what we got. And we got our democracy. And that's why we're reading about Poro society intervention in our politics. I was reading about how they try to kidnap this guy and all the kind of thing. You know, people been taken for granted, but not me. That's some serious shit. That's national security issue, especially when you tamper with our voting, with our people's right to vote and participate in politics and ensure that our country lives and survives and progress and advances according to our constitutional agreement. That's an agreement. Our constitution is an agreement between everybody in our country, the chiefs, the devils, the zoos. It's a pact between all of us. That's why with me, I don't care if you violate the Constitution. I don't care who you are. You can be the damn devil in chief. I'm coming after your ass because you promised us that you'll follow the Constitution. We voted on it. That's the only law in our nation we vote on. All of us vote on it to approve it. They call it ratification. And all of us ratify the Constitution. So when you violate the laws that you have agreed to, I'm coming after you without mercy. I'm coming after you to punish your ass. So that's my lesson on this second topic. Let me move and take a coffee break. Let me do my third topic. I got some shit to do today. And that's the only country we got. And for 175 years, Liberia has been a messed up nation. Messed up in the sense that from our founding, we're not united. We fought. Throughout our history, we have had conflicts, unnecessary conflicts. We looked to Toba to change it. Our brothers and sisters came from this foreign land with their socialist bullshit and killed Toba and killed all our fathers. Plunged us right back into this mess that we're in today. Now, we're so deep in shit. We're deep in shit, oh, it's up to our waist. How will we get out of this shit? We got to make a concerted effort to come together, to integrate, to think bigger than what our fathers and mothers thought. We got to think great for our own survival if we want to rise. You know, I hear Casa and talking about how people, no matter where in the world you are, Christmas time you want to go home. That's amazing. That we have patriots that want to go home to spend their money. No matter where you are in the world, you will come home once in a year to spend your money. That's amazing. And that shows the camaraderie and love that we have for our country. And if we have that kind of love for our country and people, we got to demonstrate it more than just coming home for vacation and spending money and all of that. We got to make sure that money we spend in our country is put to significant use for the development of our country and the people that live in our country. And that we got to come home to help every year and visit and have fun with and ensure that they enjoy with us. So we have a great responsibility, my diaspora brothers and sisters. A very, very great responsibility. And ULA has failed us. The Union of Liberia Association in the Americas have failed us for as long as it has been founded. Why? Everybody has used that organization as a stepping stone to seek power and influence in Liberia. And that's not what that organization is for. That organization is for us to raise millions in this country to protect our people here and help Liberia. The primary objective of ULA is to protect Liberians in America. Then the secondary mission is to help Liberia. And we have not accomplished that. Our people cannot be suffering in America here, lost, not used to the American system, cannot amalgamate in this country. Then we want to leave here and say we're going to change Liberia. How will we change Liberia? Liberia is the poorest nation in the world. Our city is a shithole city in the world. What can we get out of Liberia to benefit ourselves? We can't get nothing out of Liberia. We got to make a concerted effort to help Liberia. And the way we want to help Liberia is not the right way because it's selfish. It's selfish. Everybody got a little clique of organization, forming organization. When we got EULA, which is a national organization of Liberian people. But when the leadership is poor, when the leadership is just one side and thinking about politics, and don't understand the nature of the work and the purpose for the organization, we can't progress and advance. So saving Liberia is all our mission. Saving Liberia must be a concerted effort, must be based on the concerted efforts of all Liberians, especially in the United States of America, in the land of milk and honey. If we can't bring the honey and milk together, then we're not bees, baby. We can't gather the honey. We just funny. Aruta! Continue. Have a good day. My class is done. And Tony Commander Chesson is out. See you on the water.